Hey guys, what's going on? I wanted to do a short video on my components and what I have used and are using at the current time for my reloading. And in this video, this is just what I use. It's not the be all end all, or I'm not pushing any of this product on you, or nor am I saying that this is the best stuff. This is just what I use. So, and once I go over this stuff, I'll show you some targets that I had for the last couple of shoots that I've had. So as you know, I shoot, if you're new to this channel or you just come across this video, I'm shooting 6.5 Creedmoor. I'm using a Savage Model 12 LRP rifle. It's fluted bull barrel, 26-inch. It's got a 1 1/8 right hand twist on it, and it has the match grade or precision trigger on it. That particular trigger I have not adjusted. It's right at 12 ounces, so maybe 3/4 of a pound. Super crisp, super smooth. I love the gun. It's been doing really good. It seems like the more I shoot it, the better it shoots. So I'm not going to get into a bunch of numbers in this video. Basically what I wanted to do is just kind of go over what I use. I'm using Hornady brass for the most part. These are some cases that I just deep primed. I'm about to actually anneal and start running through the dies and get them ready for cleaning and that nature, and get them reloaded. So I use a 140 grain ELD match. I was recommended to these rounds, or these bullets, and they have shot very, very well. I started out running some AMAX rounds, some 120 grain AMAX rounds. They did not really do real well, not for what I'm looking for. So I had no issues of not using them, not to mention they're discontinued. So, that kind of worked out. These bullets they're just phenomenal. They're just really good. They're really consistent. As I said, I won't take any numbers or anything, but the bullet diameter is actually they're pretty consistent. The nose doesn't deform, so if you wanted to get a little bit more of a accurate measurement on your cartridge overall length, you could, although I don't highly recommend. I always do my ogive measurements when I'm reloading. I do get my cartridge overall length sometimes just to kind of have a second number, but that's just me. On my primers, I'm just using the CCI large rifle primers, the BR2s. I have not had one issue with these. That's just what I use. They're good primers. I'm also using the H4350 powder, and these combinations they just work really, really well together. So with the ELDs, the BR2s, and the H4350, it's what I decided to go with, and I'm getting some really good results, and we'll go over that in a minute. And as I said, I'm using Hornady brass right now, just running some numbers. You can see that I have some Peterson brass here. I bought 100 cases, and I haven't actually started my load data with this yet. They're very well annealed. It's pretty brass, and you're gonna get the same quality as Lapua brass, except for it's a little bit cheaper. So anybody that's wanting good quality brass, check it out. I've heard a lot of great things about Peterson brass. Haven't had any experience with them yet, but that's going to soon change. So I'll go ahead and show you some targets and kind of give you a basis of why I'm going to work with these and this little setup here with the CCIs and, you know, the BR2 primers with the 140 grain ELD match with the H4350. And again, I'm not going to pull any numbers. I'm just going to make this a quick video and hope you guys can, you know, get some questions, or, you know, maybe get some answers or whatever. So let me okay, so first target is all these targets that you're going to see are mainly for grouping. They are not for bullseye. So this one here, you know, this is a nickel. It's not too bad. This is a 20 shot group, 37.6 grains, and, you know, it's not bad, but it, you know, it's pretty tight groups. Again, I'm just, you know, running some different loads and trying to get some tight groups. This was one of my first targets. The second target after a 20 round warm-up basically is within, you know, a nickel minus a flyer. So I thought that was pretty good, and I wasn't getting these results with the AMAX rounds. I asked several people on a 1/8 twist barrel what I should go with, and they said 120 to 130 grain. As you can see here, you know, with the minus the flyer here, you know, I started getting a lot tighter results, and I'll show you a couple of the other ones that I was using. Here's one 5 shot group. This is another 37.6 grains, and it pretty much, you know, nickel pretty much covers them. So a lot of you may think this is a light load, and it actually is. I know a friend of mine's, you know, pushing 42, 43 grains out of his 6.5. But I'm running mine 5 thousandths off the lands, and, you know, we're just, you know, trying to figure out a good load data for this. All right, so these are a couple of targets that I had running some test loads on the AMAX, and as you can see, I did have a couple of 3 shots right here that were pretty tight, but most of the time they're in an L shape consistently. I ran like 6 or 7 different loads through the AMAX rounds, and honestly I just wasn't having really any luck with them. They're all, you know, there's 2 close and 1 out, 2 close, 1 out. So I just pretty much gave up on it. I just threw the bullet away and just kind of realized that, you know, it just wasn't going to work. So anyway, that's what I use as far as my components. My groups are a lot tighter. I may bump up the another powder load, you know, powder charge, and try to, you know, see what's going on with that. I know I did run the 37.6 grains with 10 thousandths off the lands, and it was getting worse. And I actually had 3 rounds that were actually 15 thousandths off the lands, and it just wasn't tight at all. So anyway, guys, I just basically wanted to do a quick video and let you guys see what I'm using. I do highly recommend, if you're shooting 6.5 Creedmoor, to try the 140 grain ELDs, the CCI large rifle primers, the BR2s, and the H4350. When I do the load test for the Peterson brass, I will, you know, maybe do another video and give you an update. But I highly recommend the H4350, the BR2s from CCI, and the 140 grain ELDs. All right, guys, thanks. If you have any questions or comments or, you know, anything like that, just feel free to comment, and we'll see you guys later.